Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weekly Monday Motivation Podcast, No More Excuses. I am Sandi Ballard, your host, and I appreciate you being here, for listening, for sharing, for continuing to work on you. And when I mean sharing this podcast, because had you guys not shared it, I wouldn't probably have listeners all over the world. So I appreciate that. And if you're new, what I do is help people find their badassness. I help people do more, achieve more, and be more. All right. Last week's podcast, I talked about getting complacent. I talked about a client of mine who had gotten complacent. When things are good, how do you keep that edge? Because on one hand, you deserve a break. You've worked so hard to achieve whatever it is, and things are good. And you just want to enjoy the moment. You deserve that, right? And on the other hand, you don't want to get caught with your pants down. And that is just the funniest saying. But, there's that double-edged sword. You want to take a breath, and what's next, right? Like I mentioned last week as well, my client who came to me to help her get back on track after she had gotten blindsided. Everything was great, she said. She didn't, need to really worry about anything. And she had become complacent, and now she has to rebuild. Everything was shot. Her confidence, everything, her whole being. She got the rug pulled out from under her. And now, after just a few months of working together, she's back on track. She is just killing it. And what happened was she shifted her mindset. She went from victim mode, why me, excuses, blame, and bullshit, to gratitude, forward thinking about what's next. From, well, what can I do, to what I can do is. I've talked a lot about that over the years of my podcasting. And, we all get there. We all sometimes get into that spin, right? The other morning, I went down a horribly negative path. We're in the process of moving. So we are having work done on the house and trying to find a new home remotely. And people were not working with the plan I had in my head. I was not getting the answers I needed and wanted in the time frame. People were not moving at the speed I needed them to. And in the interim car we bought has become a piece of shit. So that was all causing this feeling of, rejection and worry and loss of control, right? So I sat down, I was like, screw this, I'm just going to grab some coffee and troll Facebook, because that's what you do when you're in a spin. And a friend posted something on Facebook and tagged me, and it was the 8 things to remember when you're going through tough times. And it wasn't about me, but it became something that helped me. And then I saw a highlight, or I guess a message from Twitter. Success Magazine had tweeted out, the best antidote to worry. Well, hello, good, that morning. So I sat down and I did the activity. I wrote 10 things I feel positive about. And guess what? It helped. Just like my client, I shifted my mindset. Sometimes you need some help. And what's ironic is, again, my friend didn't post that for me on Facebook. It was about a conversation we had had earlier about other things and other people. And it became timely for me, because as I walked out to move the car, our interim car, for the roofers, and then head to the gym, the car wouldn't start. And I'm pretty sure that's what sent me into my spin, and I just lost my shit, right? And after I did that list of 10 items, the rest of the day just went great. We realized we had roadside assistance, so we didn't have to pay to get the car towed or get it jumped and drive it up there or whatever. The insurance paid for the car to be towed. The roofers showed up on time, and they're rock stars. They got it all done. The handyman knocked a lot of things off the list. And we have a backup plan in case the contractor for the inside things decides to continue to delay. And I sold a few things that we need to get rid of. We're not going to take in the move anyway. And I personally got a lot of things done. I've seen this with many of my clients, not enough clients, or lost clients, or maybe lost a project. Maybe you've gained a few pounds back after losing it, working so hard to lose it. Maybe you missed a deadline and that's unlike you. Maybe your car broke down again. And job, you didn't get a job or the promotion you wanted. It's so easy to focus on what's not going right or according to your plan versus what is going well and what you have and the opportunities that surround you. So this week, think about a time when, yes, you felt like that. You felt like if it wasn't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. Or perhaps you know someone that fits that, description or scenario. So this week, make sure you're following me. My social media posts, I will post on social media that activity from Success Magazine, what I did to help me. And maybe if you know someone or if it's you that's going through that, it can help you, or pass that along to someone if you see someone that's in a spin. And contact me, sballard@growingforward.biz, because trust me, we've all been there. I was just there on Saturday. And, also when things are good, how do you keep from getting complacent so shit doesn't go sideways? All right. Again, sballard@growingforward.biz. Let me know if you need help working through that. Have a great week. And remember, you're not alone. Cheers.